Okay, all right, here we go. So today, Unit 2, Day 3, and what we're going to go over is actually a little bit more of the same. Some things might be different, but I want to spend another day on this. Okay. So first of all, if you're watching this, must be a Tuesday. So that means tomorrow, Wednesday, you guys, the 8th graders are taking the SHSAT, which means you guys will be more or less stuck in the same room in the morning, which also means that there's a likelihood that you guys won't have any access to a laptop. So tomorrow, I'm gonna leave a worksheet in Google Classroom just in case. But I think in the meantime, you likely won't get to a video lesson. So the next time we'll see each other on video will be Thursday, okay? And then, which is Halloween, and then the next day there is no school, right? Okay, all right, so what's a proportion again, right? What's a proportion again? All right, again, pause, write this down, Unit 2, Day 3, the date, all right, write down the topic, and then okay, let's start. What's a proportion? Yes, a proportion is when you have two ratios, right? Not just any two ratios, but two ratios that are equal. I can't write anything down right now. All right, okay, that's supposed to say ratio. So you can see how well this is working right now. So, okay, all right, so in the first one, all right, we have 42/3 and 30/5. So the question is, are these two equivalent ratios? All right, so, okay, well, based on what we learned last week, right, you can cross multiply them. So let me get my calculator. I don't think any of them work. Okay. So I'll use my cell phone. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take 42 times 5, and then we're gonna do 3 times 30. Okay, now 3 times 30 is 90. And let's see, 42 times 5, let me go to my calculator. 42 times 5 is 210. So a significant difference. So are these two ratios in proportion? No, they're not. They're not in proportion. Okay? You can't see any of the writing. It's okay. All right? Now, here for the next one, we're going to look at 9 times 64 and 48 times 12. So let's see. 9 times 64 is 576. All right, again, you might have to just listen to me. I'm having an extremely hard time writing. So 48 times 12 is also 576. So are these two ratios in proportion? Yes. All right, okay, all right, moving on. So next, now, having said that, there are other ways you can examine to see if two ratios are in proportion, okay? Besides cross multiplying, the first thing would be something like simplifying. So for instance, all right, even if you don't know simplifying, it's okay, all right? I can just show it to you here. So here, 8 and 32, 8 go into 8, 1. So the question is something like this, to reduce. The question is, what number goes into both 8 and 32? Well, 8 go into 8 one time. 8 go into 32 how many times? Yeah, 4 times. All right, and then you think about the same thing for 3/12. So 3 can go into 3 how many times? Once, and 3 go into 12 4 times, okay? By the way, I forgot to say, so right now, press pause, copy this down, and then we can do it, okay? I totally forgot. Okay, all right, ready? Okay, so for the next one, All right, again, press pause if you haven't done so. For this next one, all right, 25 over 15, right? What number goes into both 25 and 15? Yeah, 5. Oh, by the way, so look at these two. Is 1/4 the same thing as 1/4? Yes, so these two ratios are said to be in proportion. So they're proportional, okay? All right, let's come back here. So 5 going to 25 5 times, 5 going to 15 3 times, right? So here we reduce the ratio on the left side to 5 over 3. On the right side, 5 going to 10, well, actually, what number goes into both 10 and 8? Yeah, 2, right? 2 going to 10 how many times? 5 times, 2 going to 8, 4 times. Is 5 over 3 the same thing as 5 over 4? No, right? So they are said to be not proportional. Okay, now, the other way you could look at it is by, all right, write this down, press pause, write this down. The other way you can look at it is by looking at them as equivalent fractions. What do I mean by that? So, meaning, all right, if you look at 2/3, right, what's another fraction that's the same thing as 2/3? If you double it, for instance. Yeah, 4/6, right? And if you triple 2/3, right, meaning you multiply by the same number on the numerator as is the denominator, what would you get? Yeah, 6/9, right? If you do that to the top and bottom by 4, what would you get? Yep, 8/12. And if you do it by 5, what would you get? Yeah, 10/15. All right. And if you do it by 6, what would you get? Yep, 12 over 18. All right. And then if I continue, I do 7, what would I get? 7 times 12 is 14. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. All right, let's continue. We're almost there. 8, all right? 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. Let's do it one more time. If we do it by 9, 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 3 is 27. Oh, look. Is 2/3 the same thing as 18 over 27? Yes. So are they proportional? Yes, they're proportional. Now, you can see the disadvantage of using this, right? Because sometimes it takes a long time. So it's not something I recommend, but it's just another way for you to see this, okay, more clearly. Okay, all right, let's move on to the next page. Okay, so right now, what you're going to do, all right, since all you really need is a little bit more practice, hopefully, go to Google Classroom, okay, so press pause because I'm gonna show you the answer key after this. So right now, all right, don't close the laptop. Press pause, go to your Google Classroom, do the worksheet, all right, it should take you about, if you have a calculator with you, and by the way, you can use the calculator on your laptop. You don't need your cell phone or an actual TI-34 calculator, right, the yellow calculators. So press pause, all right, feel free to use a calculator online, and then when you're done, press play, and then I'll show you the answer key. So press pause right now. Okay, all right, so this is the answer key to that worksheet, all right? So these are the first 4 answers. So press pause, check them. All right, I'm gonna scroll down. These are the, oh, hold on. Yeah, let's show you these. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I'm gonna keep going. 9, 10, and that's it. Okay, I think that's the lesson today. Yeah, that's the lesson today. So I'm gonna sign off here. It's like Monday morning, and I got another video I gotta do. And this thing is going crazy. It's stuck. All right, what am I gonna do? All right, I gotta sign off, and thanks for watching. Hopefully you can hear me say goodbye here. And okay, all right, see you on Thursday's lesson. Okay, all right, bye now.
OMG, that was so good.